This video is all about removing the obstacles to success so that you can ensure that your teenagers are going to get all the food that they need to be fit, strong and healthy, enable them to learn and enable them to fit in with their friends. Hi, I'm Davis-Munro, single mum of 3 teenagers, and I have over 20 years experience in the field of well-being, physical education, food and nutrition. Set up your environment for success. So you have to make your environment work for you. And that means that when you're busy and when you're working and when you've hardly got any time, you need to be able to go home and you need to be able to make food that is quick and easy. Talk about meal planning with your teens. They will understand doing them good, and you will both with them be able to make food which is going to be nourishing. It's about removing all the obstacles where you might be able to succeed on this path. So it's about getting the biscuits out the house, it's about getting the crisps out the house. It's about not even putting those things on your shopping list in the first place. So it's about having a conversation with them all that this is what you're going to do. You're going to try to move your habits to a healthier platform for the benefit of yourself and for their benefit and for the benefit of long-term health. So it's showing them that inside the house, this is the haven. This is where you're going to get it all right. This is where they're going to learn lessons for life about what's good in terms of good nutrition. So when they're outside the house, they will experience something different. I'm really thinking about us. I'm really thinking about our long-term health. And I love you too much to be giving you those things anymore, knowing what harm they're doing for you. And knowing that I could be doing you so much good if I was going to give you an alternative diet. Teenagers are young adults. Try and intellectualize with them to some extent and try and explain with them why you've taken this decision. Answer their questions, educate them along the way. Tell them why you've taken this decision. Talk to them about diseases out there. Talk to them about diabetes too. Talk to them about the obesity epidemic. Talk to them about mental health in teenagers and say to them this is something that you're wanting to protect for them. You love them. So give them the message also that this is reward. It's not about what they can't have. It's about, wow, what they can have and what this is going to do for you. Whether it's building muscle, whether it's giving them a really bright, clear complexion, then again, tie them down to the trigger points where they can identify with those things. So strawberries, my kale, my spinach, twice a week. So stock up for the week and make sure you have got everything you need for the big things. And if it's too hard to go shopping, make sure that you can have a delivery service that brings that to you. I get 9-10 bags delivered at least once a week, and then I'm able to go and decide where I go and do my top-up shops. So within that, all my tins will arrive. And I will get through at least 12 cans of chickpeas. I will get through at least 6 cans of beans of different types. I will have at least 5 cans of tin tomatoes that I can put into different things. I'll have some passata within that. I might have a can of lentils as well. But make sure that the heavy things and the difficult things arrive, and then you just have to put those away. It's the fruit and the vegetables that you'll be stocking up on again as the week goes on. Also stock up on your herbs and your spices. The whole point about going on this journey is that you're showing your teenagers that they want to have a real passion for food for the rest of their lives, to understand what good it does you and understand that it can be absolutely delicious and nutritious. It can be both. So it's not a negative thing. It's not denial. It's not about you can't have that and you can't have these flavours. Look at the flavours your family likes. Do they like chili? Do they like garlic? Do they like herbs? If so, buy lots of fresh herbs. Throw some parsley in, spinach, coriander, basil. Throw as much paprika in as you possibly can. Grow your own chilies. So get them involved in throwing those sorts of things in. Coriander seeds, all of the things that you might put into a curry, lime leaves, and then the citrus, the nigella seeds, fresh limes, fresh lemons, and let them see that you're buying these things every week and what they mean to you and how important they are and how fast you're using them in everything that you are making. In making food really tasty, this is the way to get your buy-in from your teenagers and your family. It won't be something that they're thinking, oh God, I've got to have something healthy. It's wow, that tastes amazing. And it does what? It's building muscle and it's giving me all the vitamins and nutrients I need and it's going to clear my skin. This is what we want to get from them. We want to get an understanding and a passion and a love for life that, you know, this whole food journey will be sustainable. So in terms of the staples, you've got your fruits, your vegetables. You might have your meats and your proteins. If you're a vegan, then you might even have your vegan sausages and that type of thing, your vegan burgers, but you can make all that from your beans and the vegetables that you've got. Think about getting some squash in. Think about getting different sweet potatoes as well as the ordinary potatoes that you use. Think about trying some different vegetables. You might want to try some artichokes, for example. So maybe include something different in your weekly shop. And then you need everything in your cupboard that's going to go with the meals that you're making. So if you have rice, make sure it's a real lovely mix of brown rice, Camargue rice, wild rice. So you've got fantastic texture in there and really great flavour. Quinoa. Quinoa is something that's wonderful for you, wonderful, full of protein, but I really struggle with quinoa because it's got a funny texture. So I have to buy mixed grain quinoa, lots of different colours together, and then I make sure that I flood it with lemon juice, I flood it with chilli, maybe a bit of garlic. I'll chop some spinach and put it through there, some maybe chopped basil, chopped coriander. So I make it how I like it. And then make sure that if you're going to buy pasta, and I'm sure that you will as a mum, it's not empty calorie white pasta. Over the last 10 years, there's been some fantastic advances, and on the shelves you can get vegetable pastas, you can get seaweed pastas, you can get whole wheat pastas, you can get spelt pastas. Now they're long-lasting, slow-releasing carbohydrates for your teenagers, and that's what they need. The white stuff, empty calories. It will give them a quick high, and then it does absolutely nothing else for them. So if you're going to stock your cupboards with pastas, please, please, please make them organic and make them something which is going to give them some nutrients. Noodles, again, make sure the noodles, you can buy buckwheat noodles, but you can make sure also that they are, you know, totally delicious. You can also buy spelt noodles. Have a look around. These things are really commonplace on the shelf these days in most supermarkets, not just in your health food shops where you might want to do a little top-up shop. And then apart from those things, you might want to look, as I say, at your root vegetables, cruciferous vegetables to go with that. Mushrooms, I get through about 3 packs of brown mushrooms a week, and then shiitake mushrooms, which have cancer-fighting properties. Your potatoes and your sweet potatoes, courgettes, peppers, the list is endless. I don't know what you like in your family, and it's going to be different, but we have some that we get through quite vociferously, and some I will buy and it won't be their favourite. Keep introducing new things in. So you've got your staples, you've got your tins, you've got your cans, and then you've got your frozen foods. Lastly here, you've got things that might want to go in your smoothies. In another video, I show you a really quick snack for your teenagers, edamame. You can buy lovely big bags of edamame and steam them just in a matter of minutes. And again, obviously, when you've made your own food, you're going to want to put that in the freezer so that when you have got a night or a week that's totally manic, you're going to want to pull those out. So don't rule out what goes in the freezer. Just don't stuff in there lots of frozen pizzas, because that's not going to get the nutrients that your teenagers need. If this has been useful for you, then please tell me so in the comments below, and hit subscribe and watch my other upcoming videos.